Hi, my name's Rebecca, and this semester I took a communications class online. My perception, which is my favorite chapter in the book, it's chapter 5, an interplay. My initial perception was, I'm not going to benefit from this at all. How am I going to gain anything about communicating when I don't even talk to other people or meet with my instructor? Okay. Well, turns out that there's a process to perception, and the reality is constructed, okay? And we have first order realities and we have second order realities. So my first order reality was what I initially thought, and without understanding. Does that make sense? So I thought that this class was about communicating with others. Turns out that wasn't. The second order reality was this class wasn't teaching me to socialize. It was about communicating. And in order to be a healthy communicator, you have to understand people. And that's kind of what the whole entire book is about. You're more aware. It teaches you to be more aware of yourself, how to be aware of others, and to find that common ground. So perception was my favorite chapter, but the whole book was great. I used the perception just for that whole example of what I initially thought the class was going to be and how it turned out. I mean, I've gained so much, and I judged a book by its cover, and that's perception. And we're all guilty as humans. We especially judge others, and I think that's the biggest part of communicating, and communicating effectively and healthy is to kind of learn not to judge others so harshly. So you're going into a new career and you're 16, you're going to clock in at Walmart, and you're clocking into a 65-year-old woman next to you. In your mind, you're thinking your workload just got harder because grandma over here is not going to pull her weight. Well, turns out grandma's been with the company for over 30 years. She knows every position in the store. She knows the customers. She knows the best solutions. And she knows how to get the job done effectively. And what you don't understand as a worker and a mature worker is a job's not done with one person, it's done with a team. And if you can lead a team, like a woman who has 30 years of experience, then you get a job done. When you're young, you think the world lies on your shoulders. And without education and knowledge, you lack a healthy perception. And that's why we educate ourselves. And that teaches us how to perceive things in different ways. And that's what this book does. That's what this chapter does. It helps you be so much more aware of situations and the reality of things versus what you think the reality is. So back to how we're going to use this in the world is because you already perceived this old woman and you wrote her off, every gram and grain of knowledge that she has is not going to be reciprocated into you because you already wrote her off. And there's your loss. That woman probably could have told you the ins and outs and easier ways to get things done. And because you judged her so harshly, you're going to lose your learning opportunity. And that's not going to make you an effective worker. So you really fooled yourself and ruined yourself. So communicating in general is needed to benefit us all as people. We're people. And we need to communicate healthily. And in order to do that, we have to educate ourselves. Because I really think that hostility and is just around because people are so uneducated. And the more we educate ourselves, the better people we become. And if we have more better people, we're going to have a better world. The end. Cheers. I bet your perception is that I'm drinking. But I'm drinking. You're right. But it's just club soda.